everybody, welcome back to my channel. Makayla here, evolutionary and predictive astrologer, and I'm coming on a very quick but random, but I felt much needed video to talk about the ingress of Venus in Pisces and how I feel this is going to play out for the collective, for individuals over the next couple of weeks, which I also feel is very important because of the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction that is happening on April 12th. And there's a ton of Pisces energy in the sky with, Jupiter and Neptune coming together, two very heavyweight planets. And now we have a very important personal planet, Venus, that just ingressed into that same sign today. So Pisces archetype shows up in a different area for everybody in our chart. However, it signifies some similar patterns. Wherever the house Pisces is ruling, those themes will show up in that area of life. However, it always plays a part in the overall coloring of your experience as well, because everything is connected, right? So, Venus in Pisces is a juicy, beautiful energy. And when we think about Venus, it is the way that we relate to ourselves and we relate to others. And the planet rules, what we put our values into and what we decide to put our resources into. And it's our love planet, in a way it's communication through love and through finding connection. And that can be with ourselves and with other people, okay? Venus is co-ruled by Taurus and Libra, two very important archetypes in the zodiac, where Taurus is about our own self-assurance and our personal values and how we are able to create a self-sustainability for ourselves in our life. And Libra has to do with our ability to communicate with others and to hear what others have to say. And also that constantly serves as a reflection of ourselves. So since Venus has moved into the sign of Pisces, we take on a blanket, if you will, of this energy during this transit. And Venus is about transcendence in Pisces, okay? And what does transcendence mean, right? It means not wanting to feel the normal, okay? Wanting to feel something more, something bigger, something greater, right? An immersion in that sense. And Pisces is all about the immersion of our energy, okay? It's boundless, and it is the culmination of all energy, and it is like considered the womb of the zodiac, okay, where everything returns back to source energy. And then again, we are reborn on a new cycle when we initiate an Aries energy. And we do have a lot of Aries energy right now in the chart as well. Mercury is transiting through Aries, the sun. Okay, as I'm speaking about this, actually, the moon is in Gemini. So why I think this is important to talk about is because we can use this Venus and Pisces energy, of course, to find joy and happiness in music and art, okay, and reading books that we really love, exploring nature, okay, whatever it is that brings you joy, you could, sorry about the phone, you could immerse yourself in that. That would be a very healthy way to deal with this energy. However, the Pisces energy can go the other way too, where people want to feel like they need to transcend away from pain so much that they go into behaviorisms that aren't serving their highest self. Okay, so addictive patterns, drugs, alcohol, right? Getting lost in bad habits, okay? Because there might be a pain that can surface with this Pisces energy, especially with Venus, the way that we are learning to love ourselves and others and form relationships with other people and ourselves, right? There can be pains that arrive that are really too difficult for somebody to cope with. And this could be amplified because Jupiter is in this energy and Neptune is in this energy, okay? So the collective consciousness, which does impact an individual, it can be amplifying this into another level that is very hard for people to cope with. Okay, things can seem overwhelming. They can get disillusioned in all the pain and the chaos that can arise with this type of energy. And Jupiter comes along and it has to do with our belief systems, right? And our view of the world. And everybody has a specific Jupiter placement in their chart, and they have been colored by different dynamics growing up in their life and different experiences, which shapes their Jupiter. Okay, it shapes their belief system. So with this type of overwhelming energy, perhaps they start to believe that they don't have the tools to deal with the crisis. And I'm going to put crisis in quotes too, because sometimes with the Pisces energy, we can think that it's more heavy than it really is, okay? Or that it's too overwhelming that somebody can't deal with it, okay? So this whole crisis disillusionment can really unfold over somebody, over an individual, and be quite overwhelming, where they feel like they're drowning in the chaos of their own life. Okay, so I think it's really important that we pay attention to ourselves and how we're feeling in this energy. And if this is speaking to you, if you're feeling overwhelmed in this energy, it's not permanent, first off, and it's something that you can work through. And it is about changing your belief structures while this is coming up, and not retreating back to old patterns and belief systems, but actually letting some of those dissolve now, because that is a part of what this Jupiter Neptune conjunction wants of you as well, is to dissolve these beliefs and these patterns that aren't serving your highest self anymore, and to start fresh and to start something new. And so it's very synchronistic that Venus has just entered this energy while we're leading up to all of this. Okay, we're leading up to April 12th. And then on April 16th, we have a full moon in Libra, which is going to illuminate the dynamics of how we are relating to other people and ourselves. Okay, and then it will further usher us in the ability to choose the people that we wish to help serve us on our journey into our higher self, and what don't, and also the habits that we have that we're doing on our own. And at the end of the month, on April 30th, we have a we have a lunar solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. Okay, the other co-ruler of Venus. Okay, so you can probably see this theme now that's showing up from in this month that's beginning, today, April 5th. Okay, and we have the sun that will be in Aries, that is going to help you pioneer and break new ground, as well as Chiron in Aries, break new ground over these wounds that you've been carrying for quite a long time. And you can utilize those to help teach and educate others on how to heal. Okay, and you can also do that for yourself. Okay, it's really about reclaiming the parts of yourself that you might have suppressed or put away because it was hurtful and painful, and you didn't want to look at it, right? Or you wanted to eject those parts of yourself because it's hard to deal with pain in life. Okay, it's hard to deal with fear and betrayal and loss, right? And abandonment, uncomfortable situations, right? It's not comfortable, but we all have it in our life, and we all have these situations that show up. Okay, and a part of what you might experience in your life is actually that some of these beliefs or some of these pains that show up, right? Or these truths. For instance, I have a difficult time in relationships, so I'm always gonna attract the wrong people. People are always going to hurt me in relationships, okay? Just because this is all relationship related right now, right? People are always gonna hurt me. Men are all assholes, right? Something like that. That might be a belief that you are actually carrying from a past lifetime that is bubbling up and surfacing and triggering you, but it's not your belief in this lifetime, okay? It doesn't have to be. And it's actually a karmic cycle that can show up, right? This is a part of karma. This is a part of karmic teachings that people don't talk about, is that, these situations that can show up are like little bubbles from past lifetimes, and it is triggering you so that you're able to recreate your reality in this lifetime now and change your belief structures, okay? Change the way that you are orienting yourself in your reality now and in your world, okay? You have all the power and the control to do that for yourself, okay? So you can notice where this might be showing up for you when you feel like you want to detach from a situation, okay, or disassociate yourself from a situation because it's uncomfortable or it's painful. Take that as an opportunity to deeply reflect on it, and that is actually when the healing will begin. Okay, this is a personal journey for everybody, and these situations will show up differently for everybody. But this can be an opportunity for you to step into the chaos, okay, and really discover what parts of yourself that haven't been really looked at now can be revealed, and you can allow them to dissolve and you can heal it in a very nurturing way, okay? Because you're giving the opportunity now to step into new versions of yourself, okay? You're being given the opportunity to be the Chiron archetype, which is the individual wounded healer, okay? Chiron is a very, very beautiful epic story in mythology, and he's a hero in a sense, okay? He sacrifices himself in one point in his journey to bring more healing to somebody else, okay? And I'm not saying sacrifice yourself, but sacrifice that piece of you, to help heal somebody else, right? Use it as your story. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to reveal it and to bring it to the life, because it doesn't have control over you anymore when you do that, okay? It's my favorite Carl Jung quote that I had on my desk for a while. Whatever is until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate, okay? So very wise words from Carl Jung, who is an astrologer and psychoanalyst. So I hope that this information helped. Like, this is just something that I just felt compelled to bring up to the collective, and it might help orientate people while they're stepping into this energy, because it can be overwhelming for some. And if you're somebody who is not feeling those kind of dynamics, but you're seeing other people around you, kind of being washed over and overwhelmed, right? Step in and help, or share this video, or give them some guidance on how to navigate, because this can be beautiful energy, right? It can be so loving, but that is a part of the process of Venus and Pisces, is actually stepping up and being of service to other people as well, and immersing yourself with others, okay, and allowing yourself to blend in with your community and with other people who might need your help and love, okay? It's coming from a place of unconditional love, right, where there's no conditions attached to it. You're just doing it out of the purity of your heart. So anyway, it's beautiful energy, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the month ahead. I think it's awesome. If you haven't checked out my monthly horoscopes, I actually just started writing those at the beginning of this season. Okay, my birthday was April 1st, so I launched off with a horoscope series. You can find it on my Medium account. I will link it down below. It's also on my website, and you can always book a reading with me at scenicroutastrology.com. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.